Hey there everyone. So we're here again at McDonald Steel. I'm in the machine shop right now, and today is the last day that this overhead crane is going to run. You can hear in the background we've got a generator running to make DC power. Over the last couple of days we had a few lifts to make in here, some machine tools were leaving. And once we disconnect the generator today from the hot rails, that'll be the last time that either of the cranes in this building operate, and it'll be the last time they move until they are cut up for scrap. So I thought we would take a little tour through a 1916 DC overhead crane and show you how these things work. First thing is, don't touch anything. Don't touch the hot rails. And those are the hot rails. 250 volt DC, positive and negative. There's the shoes right there for picking up the current. So this crane was built 1916. This is one of the first cranes made for this plant. The machine shop was the first building that they completed. This is crane number, what is that? I can't read it out. 3958. Oh, of course, number 58. Of course it is. Built by the Morgan Engineering Company of Alliance, Ohio. So the yellow crane that we have in the Todd Engine building is number 613, and this one is number 3958. So Morgan built a lot of cranes. Alright, so in this particular crane, there's not a lot in the way of contactors, so can't really see anything here. There you can see a little bit. So we have the two main contactors. Actually, I'm gonna grab a light. There we go. Okay, so we have these two main contactors. There's the main disconnect switch, and the contactors, they turn the power on to the crane. Then you have individual disconnects, and then down there, those items are overloads. So when we go to run the crane, first thing you do is you push this button. That pulls in those two contactors. Now we have power to the crane. Now this crane does not have power contactors like you would see in a later version crane. Everything was run off of these barrel controllers. Now, looks a lot like trolley car controllers, because that's basically what it is. In these early cranes, all the power for the motors went through these controllers. It's not like a later one where you have a switch and then the contactors back in the contactor room is where the power went through. No, all the power went through these barrel controllers, and so you had all that voltage right here, right at your knees. All right. And basically it's here's going down. So there goes the hook. Right, and then this one over here is a trolley. So get the trolley to move. Now this particular trolley, there's something wrong with it. It likes to spin its wheels. There, she's going all right now. All right. Now you can get a better look at the drum paying off the cable as we go down. Stopping and back up. And then this controller here is running the bridge. So take a little run down the bay. I don't know about you, but the sound of an overhead crane running has to be one of my favorite sounds. Head back. So these cranes over here had the siren, but it also had this. All right, so let's turn this switch off. Let's go up above here, and I'll show you what's up on top. Okay, so this is the trolley. This is a single hoist trolley, so we just have the one drum. And this motor here is the trolley motor that makes it move back and forth. And that motor there is for the hoist. And then you can see this brake in the drum there, that's your hoist brake. So when you pick something up, it stops and it holds it and keeps it from dropping. This particular box right here is what they call a Youngstown limit stop, and it was invented by a electrical engineer at Youngstown Sheet and Tube, and basically has a series of contactors in there. When the crane hook comes up so far, there's a weight down there. If that weight picks up far enough where there's a counterweight that flops over and disconnects the contactors, cutting the power to the hoist. Actually, it cuts the power to the to stop it from being able to lift up, but it will allow the hook to go down. So that keeps you from pulling the hook all the way up and sucking it all the way up into the upper sheaves. All right, so this is basically what the top of the bridge looks like. All of those over there, those are angle, and that conducts the current from the bridge to the trolley. You can see the collector shoes over there. Each motor has I think 4 wires going out, and then you have wires for the limit stop and all that. Now I'm standing on it here. So the bridge drive motor is actually below us. So there's a motor, there's the bridge brake. They had a platform down there where you could access it. And yeah, take a nice little look down in the bay here. When we first started coming in here and salvaging stuff for the museum, I mean, this building was still in operation. You know, they had just shut the plant down and everything was still here. There were machine tools in there. This end of the building was called the roll shop. So this is where they turned all the mill rolls. That end was the machine shop. There was a lot of electrical storage over here on this mezzanine. The motor rebuild shop was there. Down further was a pattern shop, below it a wood shop. Over on this side, tucked underneath, was a basically working on all the mobile equipment. They had, and over here on the lower level was a Ford shop. So like all the crafts had space in this building. You could do anything in this building. You can make anything. It was quite the place. So, all right, we'll head back down here. Oh yeah, there's a siren and there's that bell. All right. Well, number 3958. You've had a good life here, working for what, 109 years. 109 years. This overhead crane was in operation in this building. Try to get that kind of life out of a modern overhead crane. Ours at Steel Heritage was 1893, so slightly older than this one, but built by the same company, and Morgan still builds cranes today. I mean, it's a hell of a machine that they build. So I'm quite honored to during this project have run a dozen Morgan cranes in this plant. I love every one of them. But oh well. All right, well, that's all I got for you today. I'll talk with you all later.